I thought you might be interested this time to see how we set about tracing a family. If somebody comes in with basic information, to be honest, if they're in Harris, I'm fairly sure I can tell you the reference in our files. Who's maybe not, use certainly not yet. And I've got one here, a Donald MacDonald, who was born in South Uist in between the 1850s and 1900, which is a pretty wide range. Now, the Donald MacDonald, that's a good one for you in Uist. Have you any idea how many there might be? Well, what we've done is to try and build up a database of all the people that we know of who've been in the islands. This is the Uist one. Shows things like the name, the date of birth, where they were born, parents' names, who they married, references, a lot of information. And I can look up Donald MacDonald and that. And the name Donald MacDonald takes me about 800 people, so that's not going to help me very much. So look for one who was born in about the 1870s, and I can do that, as the index runs that way. And we know that his father was called Murdo, so that cuts it down a bit for us. So I'm flipping around the many Donald MacDonalds in the system, looking for one born of that period, whose father's Murdo. And there's one there. He was married to Annie MacLeod who went to Oban. Well, we know that's right. So this gives me on my database these parents are Murdo MacDonald and Margaret McIntyre. It gives me the reference in my big files. So Murdo MacDonald and Margaret McIntyre, if they're having a son in the 1870s, they're probably born in the 1830s themselves. So if I look for a Murdo MacDonald born in the 1830s, who married a Margaret McIntyre. Murdo MacDonald, born in the 1830s, who married a Margaret McIntyre. See if I can find one. Of course I can't. Oh yes, I've skipped too far down, so that's my mistake. Well, there's one married to Peggy McIntyre, and of course name's Peggy, Margaret, they're interchangeable registers. And there he is. He's the son of Angus MacDonald and Mary Mackay, married Margaret McIntyre and Ballawally. Where was he born? He was born in Barv in Harris. So you then go back, that gives me the reference number in our files, 2034. And we have these files that are made up over the years of family trees. There's, how many of these are there? But 30,000 of them from the overseas stuff. And when I go look at it, I can see the Murdo married to Margaret McIntyre. And his parents were Angus MacDonald and Mary Mackay. And they were from the Bury, Barv and Harris. I know from the notes here that Angus from Barv was the son of William, and he was known as the Gruder. Now, in Harris in 1841, it was about that time the Macher was finally cleared of his people, and he got a croft in the Lochgar and then in Ballawally and in Beckera. How did he manage to get a croft there? Well, old William's nickname was the Gruder, and the Gruder was a distiller. So perhaps you may well have had a pubby background from the whisky and probably be very welcome from Beckera if he was brewing hooch in the quiet. And then Angus MacDonald was married to Mary Mackay from Scasta, and there weren't many Mackays there, but there was one main family, the children of a Murdo Mackay, and I lost the word. And he was known as Murcher Cleric, Murdo the church officer. And the story of him is that he was washed ashore on Towhead and survived, obviously, and he got a job as church officer as a sort of thanks offerings for being saved. So he was the distiller on one side and a shipwreck on the other side, and they're both in Harris, and yet the family we started off with was in South Uist.